Hello there everybody, and welcome back to Atelier Meruru. Last video we accomplished our 100,000 population goal, and now we are in the Modus Ruins trying to take care of a pesky lizard problem. We took care of half of the lizards last time, and we have to take care of the other half before we're able to continue on, so let's do just that. I'm also going to try and use a few of these food items so that I can hopefully get the food goal accomplished for using a certain amount of food. Just for some extra development points. It can't hurt if I'm able to do it and it's within my reach. Why not? There are a lot of lizards here. Let's use a meteor. Like I said in the last video, not particularly worried about these guys, but there are an awful lot of them. So it's up to you how you wish to dispose of them. Sturk's sleep ability comes in handy so often. I'm so glad his weapon has that perk. I honestly can't remember how many times that has actually saved my skin, or really helped along quite a bit at the very least. Meruru gains a level, and so does Mimi. I didn't mean to exit out of her little glorified part there where she gains a level. But I never really pay much attention to their stats anyways, to be honest. I usually just leave it all up to equipment. This is our second group. After this we've only got one more to defeat. And then we can get out of here and go somewhere else. I may even stop in at the Endless Corridor and do a little bit of grinding there as well. There is a couple of items I need from there to finish up the next Yuval task. And it's so dangerously close, I figured why not. I'm trying to get everything done that I want to do in a timely manner, or as timely as possible at least, to really use up the last year that I have. We're now in year 5. Since we're in the 4th month.
Princess, here's our chance.
And I think, once again, I'll probably just be lazy with Sturk here and use his ability to take care of the majority of these lizards. Use Falcon Wind.
Here we go. My blade.
Sturk is so damn powerful, it's just fantastic. He's pretty powerful throughout the entire series, to be honest. He's in all 3 of the Arland games of the Atelier series. He's a great party member in all 3 of them.
What did you expect?
Mimi's a lot of fun to use in Atelier Toturi as well. That was no challenge.
Woo! I took out all those lizard creeps! Huh? Let's... How are there still so many? I have to come up with a better way to get rid of them all. I'd better head back and talk to Rufus.
And it gives you a nice little teleportation out of that area, which is really nice. That was very generous of them. And Rufus always knows what to do, so of course when we go back to Arles, we are going to go and speak to him to get a little bit more on that problem. And Ent Forest is going to move. I do plan on going there soon. I had a little bit of success going through there the last time I gave it a shot. But for now, I want to show you guys a little bit of the Endless Corridor. I mentioned that I kind of wanted to do this all in one sitting. I wanted to go in, explore the area, and beat the boss and just be done with it in one fell swoop. But I do need a couple of materials from there, and it may be a really good opportunity to grind, so let's visit a new area. Let's get a feel for this place. It's very, very interesting, to say the least. As you can see here, looks like a portal of some sort. This place looks like a big ancient library. Something big and ominous anyways.
Wow, this place is so strange. I wonder how far it goes. I want to go check it out. I'm sure I can find my way back, right?
Alright, so before I enter into the next area of this place, the materials I need are actually out here. I need a couple of royal crowns in order to make the jarred mushroom for the Yuval request. I'm going to pick a couple of those up, but there's also some really good materials. There's some oil fruit. The only other place that we've seen this was in Ent. So it's a good opportunity to pick this up. This is a new material. There's lots of mushrooms around here, which is really neat, I think. I'd stock up on a couple of things. Might as well pick up some royal crowns because they are pretty rare. And now that my basket is full, what I can do is I can send all of this stuff back to my container. And this is demonstrating the power of the secret bag that I have equipped. And just like that, I've now cleared up all of those slots in my basket, and I can pick up a couple of more things as I go on. I think that's enough, so let's go on in to the second floor. And I guess we'll just go fight some baddies and see what this area is all about. Now that I've played the newest game, Atelier, I'm noticing that one of their levels took quite a bit of inspiration from this area actually, because there is a level in that game that's actually called the Ancient Library. So I think that's pretty neat. Personally anyways. This place is home to a lot of really tough monsters, as we will be seeing, and there's quite a few of them. There's a really good variety. We actually have here our last couple of boss fights we did, the ghost enemy, and I really don't want to fight him, to be honest. I might just flee, because he's such a pain to go up against. The Phantom Knights aren't bad, but boy do I ever hate that guy, just because he heals all of his HP, and it's really a mixed bag if you're gonna win or not. I'm gonna heal up here and see what else that we can fight. Perhaps some new enemies. I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing the same old thing.
Princess, here's our chance.
We have a new variety of demon. This is the Warlord, and of course these are the Guardians from the Modus Ruins. Blizzards are pretty tough. I'm gonna use a couple of items here just to get rid of them in a hurry.
This one's mine.
I'm here.
I think the Warlord is the toughest regular lizard type, if I'm not mistaken. So he might go down with a little bit of a fight. But nothing too tough, thankfully. Nothing we can't handle, I don't think. Does quite a bit of damage, though. And we'll get about 2,500 experience for that, so absolutely huge. If you come in here prepared with lots of items, good equipment, things like that, this is also a fantastic place to grind. And the boss of this area is pretty tough in my mind. Lots of status effects and things like that to watch out for, which is probably one of my biggest pet peeves in games, is when they give you a boss that just does every single status effect in the book, because I don't find that challenging. That's not using any sort of crazy strategy against the boss. That's just healing a whole bunch and hoping you don't die. Of course, sometimes there's charms that you can use. In this game, there's traits on your armor and weapons that would allow you to not get affected by those. But to me, it's just a huge pain. We've got a new variety of ghosts here. These are the black demons. They're also the strongest variety of ghost, from what I remember. If you get into a group of those guys, they'll probably give you a decent amount of experience. Unfortunately, because they were mixed in with the scare phantoms, we didn't get nearly as much experience for that fight as we did with the other one. But this place is crawling with ghosts, so there's no reason why you can't pick up a few levels here. I think we've pretty much seen all of the items that we can pick up by gathering. And I'm not too sure if there's any more enemy varieties here, to be honest. I'll keep an eye out. And we're gonna go to our third library here soon as well. This place has 4 floors, if I remember correctly. And we'll just keep going. Probably won't stay in here for too much longer. So here we go. These are the Flammaires, which we were fighting up near Yuval as we unlocked that area, and the T-bomb squirrels. I want to get rid of these enemies ASAP. Mostly the squirrels, because they have that bomb that does tons of damage. And I completely forgot to heal Mimi, which is not good. She could die, potentially, which is never good. And she just did. I saw that coming. Luckily, I have a item for that. I've come prepared. I'm flawed. I'm human. I die sometimes. But that's why I'm grinding. So stuff like that doesn't happen. It's good. We got this. Tons of experience for that as well. But they put in some very interesting enemy types in here. There's a little bit of everything. There's ghost enemies, and there's horses for whatever reason. You know, the squirrels, which kind of look like rabbits. So it's kind of neat that they didn't just stick with one kind of spooky ghost theme, just to kind of spice things up. That never hurts. I'm going to use some of these mushroom stews because they're such a weak healing item, and I'm only using them to get some development points, which I should be able to get soon. There we go, 30 points for that, and I think that makes it 80 for us. We should be able to go and build something new. And at this point, I think we've seen just about enough of this place for now. I can't think of anything that I haven't shown off, beside the boss, of course. We can grab some dragon tusks, some holy tree leaves, and some isle amber. Those are all new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my warp gate to get out of here. We will be back, so if there is something I missed, we can always see it on a second trip. And just like that, we're back, and as you can see, not a day went by, which is absolutely fantastic. I cannot get over how glad I am to have that item. It's just such a nice thing to see that I'm gonna save so much time. And now that we're back in Arles, I think we're gonna call it quits here, but in the next video we need to go and see Rufus about a couple of things, and then hopefully we can go back out and get back to some of the action. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.